What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Nimbus. And today we are going to talk about something that Maximilian mentioned, and he made a whole video on this. So it got me thinking, and I want to talk about the first time I've ever played Street Fighter, which was the game that basically made me who I am today in the sense of video games. In his video, he was talking about the actual video game that made him who he was, that made him basically. And basically we have the same game. The only difference is that he played the arcade version, which was this one, and I played the one for the Super Nintendo, which I'm pretty sure most people played was the Super Nintendo version. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and my story on the first time I ever played Street Fighter. But before we do that, check the graph. The graph is getting actually really good. More of you guys are watching that are subscribed, but there's still a ton of you guys that are watching the videos and not yet subscribed to the channel. So take this opportunity, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, okay? Also, like I've been saying in every video, we have merch, okay? We have snapbacks. We have t-shirts. This is actually one of the new designs, okay? If you guys are interested in buying, the link to the store will be down in the description down below. So if you want to support the channel, go ahead, buy a shirt, buy a book bag, buy a hat, buy a t-shirt, buy a sweater, whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and buy it now. With that being said, let's get into it. Let's go. Now, how I mentioned before, the first time I played Street Fighter 2 was on the Super Nintendo. I'm pretty sure people have, memories of playing it on the arcade like this one, okay? But I didn't really play the arcade until much later. I think my very first experience on an arcade was playing Pac-Man, but like a real experience with other people was playing the Turtles arcade game or the Simpsons arcade, like in Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. That was like the real experience for an arcade for me. But the first time I ever played Street Fighter, like I said, was with this cartridge right here. And I'm pretty sure most people have that experience with Street Fighter. They probably were playing it on the Super Nintendo. It wasn't, a one-to-one port from the arcade, but it was actually a really good port for Street Fighter 2, going to console. Now, I didn't own a Super Nintendo at the time that I first played this. My uncle owned it, and he lived in Delaware. I live in New York. So one summer where I went to go visit him, I see a whole bunch of group of them in his room, my uncle, my aunt, and some of my cousins, and they were playing something. And me and my brother was like, what is this? Never heard of Street Fighter before, okay? I'm pretty sure by the time I played this, I was like, what, 5, 6? It was like, what, 92, 93? I'm telling my age here. But I'm pretty sure Street Fighter was already out and it was a big hit in the arcades. But for me, never heard of it before. And this would be the first time that I actually see the game. So I walk into the room and I see people fighting. Just like this. And I was like, what is going on? So I was like, okay, I want to play. But when you're the little kid, they don't really let you play until they're done playing, and then you could play. So I had to wait a long time before me and my brother could actually play the game. And when we played the game, we didn't get off it, okay? I didn't know what I was doing the first time I was playing this game. I knew punch, kick, mash, like most people, or most kids did at the time when they were playing. You mash the buttons to see where to come out. I didn't know you were able to do we called it a fireball. Oh, he threw a fireball, but it was called a Hadouken. We didn't know how to do it. We didn't know how to do an uppercut, which was called a Shinruken. We didn't know any of that, okay? The only thing I knew was jump heavy kick and crouching heavy kick. That's it. That was your 2-hit combo that I'm pretty sure most people used. And most people did, okay? But playing this game actually made me realize how much I love this genre in video games, because After I played this game for the first time, you couldn't get me off of it, okay? I was always in my uncle's room playing Street Fighter 2. I was playing with my aunt, I was playing with my uncle, I was playing with my brother, I was playing with my sister. Even though I didn't know what I was doing and I was just mashing buttons like a crazy person, it was just fun for me, okay? And even till this day, my number one genre that I always go back to is fighting games. My number one game of all time is Street Fighter. My number one franchise altogether is Street Fighter. So I think that summer, playing Street Fighter for the first time with my uncle and with my brother was a huge impact for me, because ever since then, I was a Street Fighter fan. It was the same uncle that showed me as a kid the Street Fighter movie, the animated movie. I was hooked. I couldn't believe I was watching a movie from the game that I was playing. Like, I was stunned. I was like, this is possible? I didn't even know this was a thing. So yeah, that was really the first time I actually played Street Fighter. It was probably the first time I ever played a fighting game of this caliber in general. So when I did get my own Super Nintendo, one fateful Christmas morning, okay, best believe that one of the games I was hoping I was gonna get was Street Fighter, okay? I love this game. And even another story, when I was a kid, I used to go to my cousin's house and he had Street Fighter, but we weren't allowed to touch his stuff because he was older than us. We were the little kids, you know, set the rules, don't touch my stuff if I'm not here. And us as little kids, we did it anyways. So when he would come home and catch us using his system, playing Street Fighter, he had this thing called assume the position. And the assume the position was, I had to bend over on the bed and he would take his pillow and he would just hit me with the pillow hard, nonstop. Now that you think about it, it doesn't really, you know, it's a pillow. But he was a lot older than me and I was a little kid. So the force he was throwing down on me with that pillow was actually a big deal, okay? So another story of Street Fighter that I have, okay? I don't know what to say about this game more than I love this game. Hopefully, when I have kids, they'll love the game. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they don't. I love this game, okay? And I'm gonna continue playing this game. I played this one. I played Street Fighter 3. Well, before we get to Street Fighter 3, I played all the variations of Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and hopefully Street Fighter 6 whenever it comes out, and later down the line, 7, 8, 9, 10, as long as I could play Street Fighter, I will be playing it. So this was the game that probably made the most impact in me while I was growing up. And it's probably the reason why I love Street Fighter so much, okay? So, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know down in the comments down below what game impacted you growing up the most. You know, it doesn't have to be a fighting game. It could be Super Mario Brothers. It could be, I don't know, whatever you guys played as a child and it impacts you so much that till this day you have a very fond memory of that game and why you probably love the game so much. So I'm gonna end the video here. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up, comment down below, and as always, please, 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 do not forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Gaming with Nimbus.